Hey people, whoever's in here. There's 4 people in here. Hey Dante. I'm sick. I'm going to try to get through this. But I am sick. But I promise y'all. Hey Danielle. I promise y'all I was going to come back on Wednesday. And it's Wednesday. But I do have a cold. So I apologize. Hi Noelle. Thank you for joining me. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait for a few people to come in here and then I'll start. How's everybody's day going? Great, I hope. Don't have a book. However, I have a lot of things that I've written. Hey, Erica. I bet they did. You work at a daycare, Danielle. I mean, that's like some shit I can never do. But anyways, I wanted to talk about The Matrix and being in it. And I know I might lose some of you, but I might intrigue some of you as well. So if you not into this shit, I suggest you bow out gracefully. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because like the whole fucking time I've been working, I've always felt like, hey Erica, I've always felt like I don't belong here. I don't want to work. I don't want to work around these people. I don't know why, I feel like this every time I come here. Every time I go to work, it just sucks the fucking energy out of me. And I know that I'm not the only one that feels like this. I know that there's tons of other people that feel like just going to work is a fucking drag. So I wanted to kind of, shed some light on why it is that you feel this way. And the reason why is because going to work every single day, especially when you don't work for yourself, is a system. And being a part of a system, meaning doing the same thing day in and day out, is not the nature of people. This is something that is created. I'm going to take my glasses off because that's very distracting. But this is something that was created to make us feel this way. It's unnatural and we're not supposed to be doing it. But we got to make money, so we got to do what we got to do anyway. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. The definition of the matrix is an environment or material in which something develops or surrounding a medium or structure. 3 choices become the matrix of human life. And basically what that is you're just in an environment, basically in a box. And you're in a box where you don't have to think for yourself. You don't have to do anything for yourself. People tell you what to do day in and day out. And that's why your spirit is fucking rebelling against that feeling. Because you're not supposed to be in it. It's a system. It's a system. So I know that in order to see that you're in it, you have to step away from it. So in order to understand and in order to see how deep this rabbit hole really is for you, you have to kind of unplug from it and step away from it. Unplug meaning leave that work drama shit at work. Leave them people that you deal with at work at work. Leave talking about work at work. So you can keep your fucking sanity while you have to do it. You can't expect to be sane, for lack of a better word, every day when you go to work every day for 8 hours, you deal with those people, then you go home and you're still dealing with work. So you can't do that. You have to unplug. You have to give yourself a break. And some people don't know how to do that. Some people don't do that. Some people don't even realize that they're doing it. And so that's why I wanted to talk about it today, because I know I'm not the only fucking one that hates going to work every day. It fucks with my soul. It fucks with my spirit. And it's because it's unnatural to me. So I ain't dumb and I ain't crazy, and I know that I have to do what I got to do to, you know, support myself and to support my family, but I don't have to like it. Now, with that being said, the matrix being a system, your place of employment being a system, whether you work at McDonald's, whether you work at Subway, or whether you work at a corporate building, it's a system. And you have to understand that with this being a system, there's a certain way that you have to conduct yourself. And sometimes we forget that we can't be who we are in somebody else's shit. Like, we don't own that. We don't own these companies that we work for. So we cannot act the way we want to act. We just can't do it. I wish we could, you know, because I show my ass all day, every day. But I got to tone that shit down sometimes when certain people are around, because there's a way to act in their place of business. So you just got to be mindful of what you do and what you say, because at the end of the day, if you're not up to their corporate standards, or if you're not doing what the quote-unquote corporate culture represents, then your ass is grass. They're gonna figure out a way to make it seem like you're not a good fit for them. They've done it to people time and time again, and it fucks with me, and it hurts my spirit, and it hurts my soul to see people lose their jobs, or to see people go through situations at work because of mainly misunderstandings. Mainly. I've never seen anybody basically get fired for something that they did that was real fucked up. These are all, everybody that has lost their job that I know has lost their job because at the discretion of somebody else. It was something that could have been avoided. It was something that didn't have to happen. It was something that you could have told me about and I would have fixed my shit, and then I could still have my job. But no, nobody wants to do that. Everybody wants to say, okay, you fucked up, your ass is grass. And although it's not fair, we have to understand that that's not our shit. That's not where we belong in the first place. But since we got to be there, we have to act like they want us to act. And I don't fucking agree with it. I don't agree with it. And I know many of you will probably be like, oh, well, I should be able to act like I want to act, and I should be able to wear my hair how I want to wear, and I should be able to do this. And you should. But that's not your shit. You could do that at your company. And they tell you all the time how you can and can't dress. Every company that I've ever worked for has a dress code. So right there, they telling you how you can dress, what you may wear and what you may not wear. You know, off the rip, they're telling you. Just sometimes they're telling, I'm surprised. I think people know that I'm not the one with this hair, because you're not going to tell me how to wear my hair. You're not going to tell me that this shit is not acceptable, because I'm waiting to sue somebody. I am waiting to hit my lick. And I know that somebody's going to say something eventually. I'm just waiting. But I said that to say that there is a corporate culture. And in order for you to understand what's going on around you, you have to unplug. You have to step away from it. You have to look at it from the outside in. You cannot look at a situation in the inside and think that you're going to get out of it when you don't even know how deep you're in it. You have to unplug. Give yourself enough time to unwind, to let go, and to not think about it, so you can think about what you're really trying to do out here. I'm sure everybody that is tuned in right now, everybody that's listening to me, knows that they don't want to stay on their job forever. And if you get complacent in a system, then you'll never think about leaving. And we can't stop thinking about running, because we all have goals. We all have things that we want to do. We all have things that we want to accomplish. But once we get complacent, once we feel okay about them telling us how the fuck to talk, how to wear our hair, how to dress, how to act, once we get tired of that, or once we get complacent, then we're not going nowhere. And you're not going to ever think about leaving. And you're not going to ever think about your goals, your personal goals. You know, and that's important, because that's part of elevation. That's part of growth. You don't ever be complacent unless you own your business and you work for yourself. That is the only time. That is the only time. This is a system. It is facts. These are all facts that I'm giving you. Every last one of everybody that's in here has dealt with some situation that I've just mentioned one way or another. So you guys know that I'm not making this shit up. You know that I'm not lying. And you know that you can use your own personal experience to relate to how I feel. I feel fucked up every time I have to get up in the morning and know that I have to go to work for people who don't give a shit about me. I know you don't care about me. I know that I'm here to work, and that's what I give you. Nothing more, nothing less. Take my goddamn hour that you pay me for my lunch, and I keep that shit moving. I don't want to make friends with you. Sometimes it's cool. You know, sometimes you can make friends. Sometimes you find the best friends that you've ever had at work. But that's not my goal. I don't go to work to make friends. I go to work so I can take my ass home. I go to work so I can get a paycheck so I can pay my goddamn bills. And I know that in order for me to keep doing that, I have to abide by their rules because that is not my shit. So, with that being said, just be mindful. Know that this is a system. You're stuck in a system. And unfortunately, there's rules. So, I just had to get that off my chest. I know that, you know, the holiday is coming around. I know that's probably not going to be a lot of people listening to this, but if you can catch it at a later time, you should. So, yeah. Anybody have any questions for me? No, thanks, Danielle. I just had to get this shit off my chest. Like, I'm so fucking tired of people sucking my energy. And people meaning white supremacists. I'm not talking about like regular white people that fuck with black people. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about people who think that they're superior to me, that can work the shit out of me. That's what I'm talking about. Don't ever get it fucked up. I know that I have my podcast, and I know that I go hard. I go super hard for my people. But I don't have anything against white people. It's the white supremacists that I'm talking to. So for those of you who don't know me personally, or for those of you who just met me, I do have a show. It's on iTunes. It's on SoundCloud, and you can find me on Facebook at The Parlay. And I have a show where I talk about topics like these and other ones that are on my spirit. And I try to give everybody vital information that'll help them for their everyday life. Y'all see what I did there? But yeah, that's what I do. And, you know, I'm here to help. You know, like I said last week, I don't do my show for me because I already know the information. I do it for y'all, you know, so I can help. So that's all that I got today. That's it. So if nobody has any questions for me, I'm going to take my show on the road. Thanks, Larry. Thanks, Danielle, for 2 weeks strong. Y'all, 2 weeks strong. I'm so happy. I will be back next Wednesday at 8 p.m. with another topic for y'all, because this should be on my spirit, and I got to get it off. I got to tell y'all what I be feeling, because I be feeling shit. I be so emotional sometimes, and sometimes I'm angry, and sometimes I'm sad, and sometimes I'm good, and sometimes I'm happy, and I want to just share that with y'all, and I want to try to elevate everybody who wants to elevate out here, and I want to try to help as much as I can. So if y'all think of any questions, you know, just hit me up. I'll be happy, more than happy, to give you my input and whatever insight I have on said situation. But anyways, I guess this is it. Have a happy holiday, everybody. Even though I don't celebrate this shit, have a happy holiday, and see you guys next week at 8 p.m. Peace.